Michelle, why are you doing this to me?
Because we need a face.
What, honey? No. Hey, Devin.
Hey, how are ya?
Doing all right. How are you?
Good. Sorry about that little confusion back there.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up with all the different platforms and everything.
This has been an incredible festival. Thank you.
Yeah, I can't believe that we pulled it off.
A coffee cheers to that.
And not coffee cheers. It is, in fact, a happy hour, right? We're allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice to be in a more casual setting than the kind of stilted, super fast-paced StreamYard world.
Yeah, this is nice. It's nice to decompress, meet some folks. Hey, Kurt. Sorry about that confusion.
Hello.
Guess let's wait to see how many folks we can get to join up.
Hello. Oh no, you're good. You're good.
Hi, Evie. Hi, Anna. Hi, Jill. Good to see y'all. I'm
Eric.
taking happy hour seriously. I don't know about all you guys.
Eric, just so you know, they can't respond to you.
Why not?
They're all muted.
Well, can't they unmute themselves?
We can make it that way, yes.
Let them unmute themselves.
Hello.
There we go.
Oh, hello.
Hey,
Hey.
Hi,
Oh,
Michelle.
it's working.
Hi, Lawrence.
Is it still possible to see the films that we just talked
yeah,
about?
they're going to be streaming through Tuesday.
So how do you find them?
They are all. Sorry, there's some feedback going on. So if you're not talking, please try to mute yourselves. They're all available through the festival portal through Seed and Spark. So if you go to mimesisfestival.org, there'll be a button there. And if you don't have your free code to access the festival, you can always email Kurt, and he can provide you with all of the resources that you need to get on there and make sure you can watch the movies.
Thanks. Now I want to see them all.
Yeah.
Jill, I was on a walk earlier today and passed two different kinds of hooved mammals and was very unsettled.
What did you see?
A horse, and well, a couple horses and cows.
Yeah. Have you seen the film?
Yeah, it was really terrific and
Thanks.
painful, and
Yeah.
yeah,
It's amazing. Like I hadn't, before I started working on the film, I had never thought about what it took to domesticate wild animals and then eat them.
yeah,
Not that I'm a meat eater, but I have.
right,
It was shocking to me.
yeah,
Guess that's why I did that then.
yeah. It was really amazing work.
Thank you.
Hi, Daniel. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Evie, how come you have a name like Evie?
I couldn't pronounce Elizabeth when I was little,
That'll
and
do.
it stuck.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to see your film too.
Thanks.
I want to see them all.
Yeah, that
I
was
want to go to Pakistan.
yeah. That film is amazing. I watched it earlier
Great.
today. Yeah.
Great.
Which film was in Pakistan?
Oh, it's in India, but it's about partition. It's
Right.
the previous page.
Yeah. So are we supposed to be having a drink now?
That's the idea, and we're going to wait till maybe 5:35, 5:36 here, just to make sure as many people can get in here as possible before we begin. But
Okay.
yeah, in the meantime, grab a drink.
I'm going to go get a drink. See you later.
Lisa McCarty.
Evie. Hi, Lawrence. Can you hear me?
I think Daniel's showing us the real judge.
Oh, shoot.
Michelle, are people able to turn their cameras on? Some folks are messaging me saying they can't turn their cameras on because it says the host won't allow it.
Yes, everyone should be able to turn their cameras on. You will see a message that pops up saying that the host is requesting that you turn your camera on. I can't turn it on for them, but I can ask them to turn it on.
Great. All right, we might as well get started here. I'll just introduce myself quickly. I'm Eric Coombs-Ismail. I am the director of the Center for Documentary and Ethnographic Media at the University of Colorado Boulder, and we started this thing called the Mimesis Initiative, which really began as an effort to get projects made by people at the university. We thought that there's a lot of potential for nonfiction work to be made, and it also so happens that part of our mission was exhibition, and so this festival kind of became the solution to that problem. How do we execute the execution, the exhibition aspect of our mission? And so we conceived of this festival, the Mimesis Documentary Festival, and we really wanted to showcase work that pushed the boundaries of documentary and ethnography. We wanted to show work that used non-traditional techniques, that had hybrid and fictive elements. We wanted unexpected work, innovative work, work that used unique methods to engage with the subjects, and I think that was accomplished. I'm kind of amazed at how many people contributed their work to this festival, and I'm infinitely grateful to all of you for that. And I can't really believe that it became as big as it did, as quickly as it did in these very difficult times. Obviously, we envisioned that this would be an in-person experience, that we would all be together in the theater watching these works, and that didn't come to pass. And this was our solution. It was, an absolutely gargantuan effort on the part of the festival team. So it's important for me to shout them out right now. That would be founding festival director Kurt Heiner, who did all the work on the ground. I don't take any credit for that. Really spectacular job putting all of this together in an inaugural festival in its first year, to get as many submissions as we did, to get the quality of submissions that we did, and to put those together into these, what I think are amazing programs, really was something else. Michelle Ruprecht is the center administrator, and she supported Kurt all the way through. Laura Sana, who is research assistant at the center and participated heavily in every aspect of the festival. This was a really small team that required a gargantuan effort on everyone's part. Sarah Biagini, who participated in programming and curating. Thank you, Sarah, for all of that work. So many movies to watch, so much curatorial text to write. Who am I forgetting? Did I get everyone, I think, on that festival team? And then I also really have to thank Flaherty. This is the beginning of our relationship with the Flaherty organization, who hosts the Flaherty seminar, which I think a lot of us are probably familiar with. It's an amazing event. It's really a shame that it was canceled this year. But the Flaherty programmers this year, programmers, I believe, in residence, correct me if I'm wrong about that, but Devin Nareen Singh, Sunil Sansgiri, and Aliyah Ayman put together this amazing program, The Unwriting of Disaster, that kind of we envisioned as sort of a kickoff to the festival. It's the very first Flaherty by Boulder event, and we hope to continue those events throughout the year, but have the main event happen at the Mimesis Documentary Festival every year, and make sure that we have Flaherty involved. And for that, I also have to thank the director of the Flaherty, John Cesare Goff, who really made it all possible to put this together.
Also, thank you to Sophia Shelley for managing our social media.
Absolutely.
And Diana Wilson for supporting our staff the whole way through.
Without further ado, I guess we're here to announce the awards, and that first leads me to thanking our judges. Daniel Jungi very graciously had judged this year. He's here with us, as well as Devin Nareen Singh, one of the Flaherty curators, but also one of our festival judges this year, as well as Taylor Dunn and Eric Stewart, two filmmakers out of Vermont, who we have the utmost respect for, and they did a lot of work putting in the hours to watch these films very closely, very carefully, and really had some amazing things to say about them, and came up with a solution to the problem of who wins these awards. But I do want to say that, we're doing the awards mostly because we want to be able to have a mechanism to recognize filmmakers' work. We are not a for-profit festival. We do not follow the model of most festivals. We don't attempt to operate at any kind of profit whatsoever. And most of us put in long hours that go fairly uncompensated. And what we really want to do is showcase this important work and recognize filmmakers for what they've accomplished, especially those who are perennially under-recognized for putting work out there that's really important and that more people need to see. And so I guess we'll go down the list of the awards. Kurt, do you have anything that you want to say in advance of this?
Just thanks everyone for a really great festival. This was just an amazing experience. And I really hope to be able to see everyone and meet everyone that I don't know in person at some point in the future. I really, really hope that that will be possible. But yeah, everything was great. I think for the awards, do we want to get Daniel and Devin to announce them? I guess we could let's start with Devin.
Okay, so this was a really incredible experience. I just want to say thank you to everyone. Really, really special experience. Thank you for supporting the Flattery. Thank you for everything as a juror. It was a really exciting experience. I'm presenting the awards for Best Documentary Arts and Best Short Documentary. So I'll do Best Documentary Arts first. And that goes to Migrant Mothers of Syria, directed by Anna Farah.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Really nice to see you guys and put a face to all the names. You'll have to bear with me. It's 2:45 a.m. here in Beirut. And as you can imagine, you probably heard about the event that happened this week, the explosion that happened. So everybody here is still sort of in a bit of a haze, but I did want to thank you. I wanted to thank Kurt, who I've been in contact with over email, for including our film in this festival. I think it's really exciting to kind of get the film out there to US-based audiences. And so yeah, thank you.
And the award for Best Short Documentary goes to Umbilical, directed by Dansky Tang.
Where is he?
Doesn't look like we have everyone here, unfortunately, but yeah, hopefully they've been notified at least.
Okay.
So let me continue with Best Emerging Artist. I know that there were a lot of first-time filmmakers in the bunch. Just remember, you're only as good as your second film. And then you're only as good as your third film after that, and so on and so on. But I'm challenge all of you emerging artists to keep up the great work and to keep making films. The film that we chose, which I personally found very poetic and beautiful and profound and metaphoric, was Uriah Plays the Alien, directed by Stephen Wardell, or is it Stephen Wardell? And are you with us?
Don't believe.
I don't think they could be here.
Yeah, I don't think they're here, but they have been notified too. So congratulations.
Great. Yeah. Congratulations to them. And Best Documentary, which I really thought was incredible film, well executed, important, and just a beautiful, intimate portrait, was The Romandie by Alexander Lind and Jacob Jacobson. I don't know how it is that the Danes keep killing it with documentary. You guys are doing an incredible job. And the rest of us are trying to keep up.
And it looks like I don't believe we have either of them here. We got Jacob on one of the calls earlier, so that was good.
Cool.
And we do have a Dane. We do have Lauritz. He could accept it on behalf of the. Yeah, they have been notified, so congratulations to them. And yeah, thanks, Daniel.
Yeah, congrats to everyone.
Thanks so much, Daniel and Devin, for your work on this, as well as Taylor Dunn and Eric Stewart, who also could not be here. so many different time zones, so many Zoom meetings that we all have every single day. The fatigue is real, and so I encourage you all to jump off this call whenever you feel like you absolutely need to. And otherwise, we're just here to chat if people want to chat. Don't really have anything more to announce, but again, I really can't believe how amazing this experience was for the circumstances that it happened under. And I'm really excited for the Mimesis Documentary Festival 2021, which we hope and pray will be in person, and we will all see each other, and we'll all be screening each other's new work. Yeah, we'll be together. And if it has to be like this, then it has to be. We'll keep on going. But if y'all want to get involved in any way with the center or with the festival any further in the future, we're here, we're open, and we want to make this as good as we can. So we want all your feedback and all your thoughts, and especially your participation. So really can't thank you guys enough.
Is your university open?
We are supposedly opening. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Terrible.
Wow.
Terrible idea, I think. So is my
Yes, I'm less than excited. It wasn't mine, so no offense taken.
Right. Right.
Before I leave, I'm filming photo. Yes. That's not my name. My name is Abraham.
Hi, Abraham.
I want to thank you all for really all this hard work. I have some idea of what's involved in making it happen. And I want to thank you for not just participating with my own film, but with others, and for giving me the opportunity to look at people's work that I wouldn't have seen. So thanks a lot for all of you for doing that, really.
That is our goal. That is what we are trying to do here.
Great. Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you so much for contributing your work too,
Sure.
Abraham.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Abraham.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, feel free to unmute yourselves for whatever reason. Yeah.
Well, I guess I wanted to say, even though we are having this event as some sort of finality of something, that the program is still up until Tuesday, so you can keep watching the things that you didn't get to watch, just so that you don't forget.
This is wonderful news. Thank you for sharing. I definitely want to watch all these films, and I didn't get to see them all. So, but I want to thank Eric, Kurt, Lauritz, everyone organizing, Michelle, for just having me as a moderator for the conversation. It was a wonderful conversation for me, and yeah, I just wanted to thank you for this opportunity. And yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and thank you to all the moderators of the conversations, Risa Geist, Louisa Parvu, Craig Campbell, and Emily Upsack did a fabulous job of a very difficult, circumstance of trying to cram as many filmmakers as we could in a shorter time frame as we possibly could. These short 1 hour conversations, I wish we had more time because they just start getting really good, obviously right at the end, which is always the way, right? But I think we did the best that we could in those circumstances, and the moderators were really fabulous and couldn't have asked for more.
Is there a chance that the videos are going to go online? I was able to watch one of them earlier today, but the other one, for some reason, my internet wasn't able to keep up.
So right now we have not. We would have to go to everyone and make sure they were okay with everything being shared. The agreement was that these would be for our archives, and in that sense, they can be made available on request as long as everyone's okay with it. And we'll probably password protect them and only release them on request, if that makes sense. Cool. Just don't want to be taken advantage of anyone who wasn't expecting things to go on YouTube.
Totally.
Is there one specifically that you were looking to see?
I think it was the one it's a little hard when I try to do the time zone conversion in my head, but I think it was at 11 a.m. today.
The one with Deborah Stratman?
Yes, and I believe a Lebanese filmmaker.
Yeah, which, couldn't make it actually.
Oh, she couldn't make it. Okay.
Yeah.
But either way, I would, I'd like to see it. But I was specifically drawn to the Lebanese filmmaker because I was curious to know more about her work.
Yeah, I think she has a written statement. I think it was because of the explosion that she couldn't make it. And she has a statement, I think, that we're going to release with Flaherty at some point. I believe that's correct, right, Devin?
Yeah, and I would definitely recommend checking out the conversation between Sunil and Deborah because it was very understandable that Munira was not there and her presence was certainly missed. It's a lot is touched upon and just I think it was a really fruitful conversation about sorry, I'm crying about many. I think it just would be interesting to check out. I'm not too articulate about that, but yeah, it was a really powerful conversation. I think Munira's presence was definitely felt, even if she was not physically there.
Well, I'm going to go watch some films. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jill.
Take care.
I'm gonna head out too. Thanks again, everyone.
All right, thanks, Anna.
Anna, thank you.
Nice to meet you all virtually. I hope to see you next year in person.
I hope so too.
I want to thank all the
all so
organizers
much.
behind the scenes.
Thank you,
and
Priyanka.
all
Thank
the
you, Lisa.
familiar faces that I see here. We're part of it.
Thanks,
Good night,
Alex.
everyone.
I think I'm gonna head out too, but thank you everyone again. Great seeing everyone and talk soon.
Thanks for all your work, Devin.
Yeah, thanks, Devin.
Thank you, Eric and Kurt and Michelle and Laurits. Just great. And also thank you for the conversations. I think it was quite amazing that you managed to fit 6, 7 panels in today. This was probably a Sundance level initiative.
Yeah, the gargantuan effort of putting the infrastructure in place to do these online panels in this way just made it necessary to cram them in as short a time frame as humanly possible, because to extend it across the week would have been impossible with our lack of staff.
No, yeah, and I think it was a good idea considering again the circumstances and how long the festival runs. You just had to have them, I think, on the weekend for scheduling purposes, but it was a good thing.
Yeah, I wish we could have had a panel at the end of every single program that was made that was so carefully
Yeah, having a
curated.
Q&A, yeah, interesting.
But we ended up having to sort of mix and match from the programs to create additional thematic conversations because we just didn't have the capacity to do so many. 64 films.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm thinking about how many more choices and how many people you would have been able to actually have here if you had had this in person. So at least that was serendipitous and good, maybe for a good sign for the first edition, this record number of filmmakers in attendance, which otherwise would have been hard to pull together in one place.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it makes me think that perhaps there might be something to this, even when you have an in-person festival, to offer some kind of hybrid solution to get more people involved and make sure they can participate even if they don't have the means to get here.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a bit of what I was getting at, because you can have so many more conversations and you can welcome so many people into your program, both in terms of guests, but also in terms of audience and public outreach. You can have people from everywhere watch these films, and you can offer them a very different platform than, say, if you are screening in the Atlas Theater or in August.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Cool. Nice work. Happy to be part of it.
Yeah, glad you guys, always glad for you guys to be involved. And Louisa, again, you crushed that. Even though your computer might have crashed, that was really a fabulous conversation.
That's enough. okay, you have to go. It was right at 59 minutes. And I thought, for a second, I thought someone like took me out. I thought the entire thing ended.
I thought you were pranking me, so.
We thought maybe Lukashenko was getting on the line or something, was stepping on the cord. But yeah.
No,
Louisa, it would be great to have you involved potentially in next year's festival a little more if you're willing.
Sure, definitely. No, it was wonderful, and I love that they were like mostly women. That was a surprise for me, and I kind of tried to draw some connections between that and the work, which is so like bold and brave and experimental. But yeah, it was a really wonderful experience for me. Thank you.
I'm happy for the award for umbilical too.
Yeah,
that's such a nice film to kick off your festival with, in terms of when you look at those lists of previous winners in the future and be like, oh yeah, this is an important film, and it was shown there and it was recognized there. And yeah, it was great that she was on the call.
Yeah, everyone was wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm really stunned that that it was just so successful in this first attempt that we had to pivot so hard in this direction that none of us have any experience in doing whatsoever. Yeah, I can't believe that it worked out as well as it did. So
yeah, definitely keep some components, some online components for the future. It's a plus.
And I think many big festivals are actually learning it this year.
Yeah.
I think you won't be the only ones. But it's definitely a very inviting and inclusive format to keep for the future.